Recruiting talent strategy number 2 is, and this is the secret to eliminating fear in your life, is harnessing the power of projection. I talked about this a few weeks ago on one of my conference calls. It's incredibly powerful. It's an incredibly powerful concept, and own it tonight. You can own it tonight. And the fact is, you get to decide to own it tonight. You don't have to learn to do it. You don't have to study to do it. You can own it right now. The power of projection is this. Imagine this, how you live your life, what you do, how you do stuff, what you say creates a screen. It's like you're projecting something up onto a movie screen. So the way you live your life, the things that you do, the things you say, the way you act, you're creating a projection on the people that you interact with. And those people look up on that movie screen and they're seeing whatever it is that you project. So, for example, if somebody sees you and you're projecting, like every time they see you, you happen to be drunk every time. You know what? The screen, the movie that they're seeing is you drunk all the time. So what's the reality of you? You're a drunk. Or they see you goofing off all the time, and all they ever see is you goofing off all the time, and they never see the serious side of you. That's the reality for them. So what you decide to project out in the marketplace becomes the reality of those individuals that you interact with. And the cool thing is, and this is awesome, you get to decide what that reality is for the person. When I started in network marketing, I got to $10,000 a month in a garage. Now, it was a nice garage. It was converted. It was a one-bedroom condo. I was living in Pacific Grove, California, Northern California, Monterey, Pebble Beach, Carmel, Pacific Grove area. Beautiful little area. Had my nice little one-bedroom condo, and there was a one-car garage attached to the condo, but they decided to, let's see if we can't increase the rent, so let's turn this into a bedroom. And while there was a carpet on the floor and they threw some closets in there, I made my first 10 G's a month in a garage with moldy single-pane windows, and the back wall for my garage was the garage door. I had my little desk, my little L-shaped desk that I bought from an office company, one of those RTA ready to assemble desks. It took me 15 hours to put together, which, my goodness, I would never, ever do again after that one experience. That was a nightmare. But I made my first $10,000 a month working in a garage, and let me tell you something, not one single solitary soul that I communicated with knew it, because I projected success into the marketplace. When I was on the phone, when I was communicating with somebody, I projected success. I projected accomplishment. I didn't say, hey, I'm making $50,000 a month. I didn't even say I was making 10. You don't lie, you project. You project an image of success. How would you act today if you were making $10,000 a month or 20 or whatever the figure is for you? How would you act? Would you act differently at $20,000 a month and react differently with your prospects and the people that you're interacting with than the way you are now? I bet many of you, in fact, most of you would. So the cool thing is you can decide to act that way until. And when I first started making money, I first started understanding the power of projection was many years ago, almost 20 years ago, and I was like a desperate, broke, in debt, needy, wanty, beggy, pleady network marketer that was like starving, and I was eating top ramen and nothing was working for me, and people around me were making money, and my life kind of stunk. I couldn't sponsor somebody to save my life, but you know what? I mean, there was days I was like, my goodness, why not me, God? Please, don't I deserve this? Aren't I worth it? What's wrong with me? What's wrong with this picture? I'm working my tail off here. I remember those days. I was like in tears. Why not me? Other people around me were like making money. And I realized, you know what? And there was some seminar I heard, and the concept of projection made sense to me, and I started to project something different. Your prospect's reality of you is what you decided to be. That is a way for you to instantly eliminate fear by just deciding. And I know, oh, Todd, I can't decide. Well, I don't really. Yeah. Well, if you take time to practice stuff, if you take time to be knowledgeable, if you take time to engulf yourself in this business, you can start to act in a different way. How would you act if you were making money in this business? Start acting that way.